You're not afraid of dating again. You're afraid of choosing the wrong man again. You're afraid of wasting years. You're afraid of falling for potential instead of reality. You're afraid of losing yourself because you've done that before. Me too. And somewhere along the way, your heart learned a story that was never actually true. Love is dangerous. Why are you so afraid of dating? We're going to get into it and fix it right now. But before we do, I want to ask you for one thing. If the High Value Women's Playbook, this podcast, has helped you feel seen, if it's helped you heal, if it's ever made you just breathe deeper, think differently, or believe in love again, or maybe you're just brand new and you want all that, please take 2 seconds right now to follow the show. Leave a rating and share this episode with another woman that you love and respect. This is how the message reaches more women who need it. We have over 40,000 women that regularly listen to this podcast, and I'm so very grateful. I'm so glad you're here. Let's expand and let's get into it. Somewhere along the way, your heart learned a story that was never actually true. Love is dangerous. Today, we're going to walk through why brilliant, capable, successful women like you develop that belief. It's not your fault, and how to finally feel safe again. Let's fix it. Welcome to the High Value Women's Playbook, the podcast where high-earning, high-achieving women learn how to attract the healthiest relationship of their lives. I'm your host. My name is Amanda Carroll. I'm a dating and relationship coach for women who want love that feels like peace, not chaos. Before we dive in, I have something free for you. It's called the 4 questions to ask a man to know if he's high value. It is the exact framework thousands of women use to stop wasting time on emotionally unavailable or unhealthy partners. I personally give this to my one-on-one coaching clients. Grab it because you're a podcast listener for free. The link is in the show notes. So let's get real with this conversation. This morning, I sent a 1-sentence email to my community of high-value women. I wanted to get their opinion. When you think about dating again, what scares you the most? And the responses poured in, and I want to share 4 of them with you today because they're the exact fears that I hear from brilliant women every day, and I know I can answer them. I know someone listening, maybe even you, is going to hear her own story in these words, and we're going to push through the fear because high-value women, we don't let fear rule our lives. We don't make decisions based on fear. That's the number one way for us to fail at life and especially in love. Cindy, this is the first message I got. She said, I'm really afraid of meeting someone who might already be with someone, or worse, married. No woman wants to be that woman, right? At least the good ones, the high value ones. And she said, if I can get through that, just finding someone who I can connect with that has no intention of controlling any aspect of my life. Oh, girl, I got you. When I read that, my whole body said, yes, this. This actually, though, isn't the fear of dating. This is the fear of being deceived. This is the fear of choosing someone who pretends to be safe but isn't. It's happened to me, and I'm so sorry if it's happened to you, and I'm on a mission to help prevent it for you in the future. This is the fear of losing freedom again. And Cindy, this is exactly why I teach the 4 keys to my one-on-one clients. It's how not to play games, not to interact, not to interrogate, but to weed out the fakes, the clowns, the unavailable, the liars, the emotionally dangerous ones before you ever get emotionally invested. You deserve peace, not paranoia. Not all men are like this. And I get this fear, but again, it's not a fear of dating apps. It's a fear of being deceived. And if you have this podcast and if you have the 4 keys, it gives you 4 questions to ask in the DMs as you're dating on the first video chat to make sure they're honest so you can trust them even by the first date. And even coaching. Look into coaching, some dating coaching. If you need that, I do that too. Well, all those things will help you not be deceived. But don't let the fear of being deceived keep you completely out of finding that great love again. You deserve that. You deserve that amazing peace. It's not even just like peace. I always say, It's really this. When you meet the right partner, it's a breath. It's like, thank God I can trust him. Okay, here's another one. Tony. Tony, she had a fear of intention and honesty, and I get it. She wrote to me, I'm afraid of people being honest or dishonest and their intentions. Yes. Because this is the core wound that so many of us women have. I had it. Men whose words don't match their actions. Men who hide who they really are. Women do it too, by the way. Men who promise connection and deliver chaos into your life. Men who want access to your body, but no accountability. Your fear makes sense, girl. I get it. Your nervous system is remembering past misrepresentation, but that's not present reality. We can't allow past get in the way of getting what we want for our future. I always say there's two people we have to make proud of in life. It's our 8-year-old version of us and our 80-year-old version of us. And our 8-year-old had huge dreams. We don't want to let her down. The 80-year-old version of us, she's going to be pretty pissed off if we leave her alone. So, Tony, this is exactly why intentional dating matters. It's what I teach. Healthy men are clear. Healthy men are consistent. Healthy men show their intentions through behavior, not poetry. So again, you're actually not afraid of dating either. You're afraid of being lied to again. And I get it. So download those 4 keys. The link is in the show notes. That will truly help you and make you feel more confident as well. Annika's message. Oh my God. This. Her fear is related to sex. How many of you were there? Were there? Annika wrote, haven't started dating yet. She's a single mom. She said, I'm scared of the sex part. My toddler takes all my energy. My libido is low, and I feel like most men want sex more often than I do. My ex pressured me, and I don't want that again, which is probably why you don't want sex. It's not that you don't want sex. You don't want sex with that jerk that you were with. She said, I don't know when or how to talk about it with the right man. Okay, Annika, let me say this clearly. Healthy men don't pressure you to have sex. Healthy men don't punish you if you don't want it. Healthy men don't expect access to your body before you're ready. Healthy men are patient, present, and emotionally attuned. Your fear is actually not about sex. That's the good news. Your fear is about being pressured, rushed, or violated the way you were before. And I'm so sorry. And you get to take all the time you need. Your body is not on anyone else's timetable. Your sexuality belongs to you, not him. And when you meet a healthy man, oh God, the sex is going to be so much better. And you're going to want it more because you have a healthy relationship. The conversation that you're afraid of will feel easy with the right man, and you will feel safe and respected. So I encourage you, let's go get that. Let's not completely take yourself out of dating because you're afraid of that. Let's heal that and fix that so that you can find that. Again, get the 4 keys. And if you want, I would love for you to book a one-on-one dating strategy call with me. The link is in the show notes as well. Let's go over it. And then there's Yvette. She said, my biggest fear is making the same mistake again. Yep, doing the same thing, expecting different results. This is one of the deepest fears women I work with carry into dating. What if I haven't changed enough? What if my patterns pull me back in? What if I make a bad decision again? What if I get in that narcissist attractive loop again? Here's what I want you to hear about this. Maybe this is you too. You do not repeat mistakes because you're stupid, okay? Let's just give yourself a lot of grace. You repeat mistakes because your brain follows what feels familiar. So once you change that framework, once you change your patterns, once you learn to recognize healthy, everything changes. You will not repeat your past that way when you do the work to heal your picker. You are not the woman from back then. You are wiser now, and your choices reflect that. So again, look at my show notes, book your free dating strategy call to start healing your picker, download those 4 free keys to say, okay, now at least I have some resources, and you're going to feel more confident going into dating, knowing you have the 4 questions to ask to see if he's healthy. So you're not doing this alone or just guessing. Let's go deeper. Why does this happen? Why do we have these fears? Why are brilliant, successful women fearing love and dating? Because we don't want to anymore. Let's fix it. First, we got to understand why. You say you want a real, steady, healthy love, a partner, a teammate, someone who chooses you every single morning and every single night. And yet, when love gets close, you pull back. Not because you're broken, not because you're too picky, not because you're damaged, but because your nervous system learned love equals danger. Let's break this down. Love threatens your sense of control and control that has kept you alive and safe. You built your life through control. That's why you're so successful. You're running a house, you're running a business, maybe, you're running the emotions, you're raising the kids on your own, maybe, you're running the survival. Your control was your safety. But love requires surrender, not weakness, but surrender. Receiving instead of rescuing, being seen instead of armored. Your brain reads that as danger because losing control once hurt you. Me too. I get it. But we've got to understand why so that we can move forward, because hiding from love isn't healing love. Your attachment system remembers pain better than happiness. If you grew up, like I did, with divorced parents, as chaos, criticism from my dad, or inconsistency, your body learned closeness is pain. So when a good man appears, you get really nervous and you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? You shut down, maybe you freeze, maybe you convince yourself something is off, even when it's actually healthy. You're just not used to this. Your fear isn't about him. It's about your history. So we can't stop us from having a good future because of that. Here's one of the other reasons why you have fear about love. And this is sensitive. This is what I experienced. So go with me here, okay? If you grew up very religious, you were conditioned to mistrust love. Many women were raised with fear disguised as holiness. Fear God. Your heart is wicked. Desire is dangerous for you. Good women suffer quietly, right? Your body is dangerous. Fear got moralized. Love got tethered to your suffering and holding back your desires. No, that's not what God wanted for you at all. Unfortunately, it's this religious and high demand religion, especially evangelical Mormon, that has attached all of this to a religion when really it's nothing what God teaches. It's a culture, it's a community. Your nervous system is reacting to conditioning. Be afraid of God. It's not God, because God is love. Fear was the interpretation of this. Recently, there is this trend in California of these hoodies and sweatpants that say, "Fear God," and I hate them. My kids came back wearing one, got it at a secondhand store, and was so proud of themselves to have it. I was like, hell no, not. No, not in my house, not my kid, not on your body. He's like, why, Mom? This is what all the kids are wearing. Fear God. It's like, no, because why would we advertise people fearing God? God is love. So we're telling people to fear God, which means fear love? God is not someone to be afraid of. The verse is completely mistranslated. It means relevance to God, but this isn't a Bible study. Hell no. This is about love. Because churches taught that, you equate God with love, fearing God and fearing love. And it's a lie, and I'm so sorry. So let's undo that. You shouldn't be afraid of your body. Your body is not dangerous. Don't be afraid of God. Don't be afraid of love. Love isn't dangerous. It's just your childhood and religion convinced you of something that wasn't true. But we can undo that right now. Another likely reason why you fear love is that pain shaped your attractions, not your intuition. If chaos was your normal, then calm feels suspicious, right? If inconsistency feels like passion in a relationship, like my dad was in and out of my life. And so what did I do? I thought that men were supposed to be in and out of your life and distant. And that was my first husband. And then my second relationship after divorce. And I had to stop it because stability felt boring. Stability felt flat. But that's exactly what I craved and probably what you're craving too. If anxiety felt like chemistry, then that peace feels boring and you walk away from good guys all the time. You're not broken because of this. If you're like, oh God, this is me. Okay, we're just recalibrating. Love requires grieving the woman that you had to become up until this point. The warrior, the hyper independent one, the mother who held everything together alone, the survivor. I was her too. She has protected you, but she's tired. Healthy love will allow you to soften, which feels terrifying until it feels natural. So you have to push yourself to date, push yourself to keep dating the boring, peaceful guy until it feels natural. So if you're listening to this right now, girl, and you're thinking, oh my God, this is me. I need a better way to choose men. Go download the 4 questions to ask a man to know if he's high value. It's completely free. The link is in my show notes. It will change your love life immediately, maybe even give you the confidence to start dating. Here's the truth. You're not afraid of love. You're just afraid of repeating pain, or are we all? And those are not the same thing. You're not afraid of dating. Once you unhook that fear from dating and love, like hopefully this podcast is doing for you, your body will relax, your intuition becomes clear, your pattern shifts, and your dating becomes peaceful. Your heart opens again. Fear protected you, but it's keeping you from love. It's time for you to allow love to lead your life. And that's what I can help you. I want you to just be 1% more brave every single day when it comes to your dating life. Here's how we can fix this. First of all, knowledge. Yay, we know it now. What can we do with that and how can we get better? Well, we've got to practice. I want you to just be 1% more brave to start dating or to keep dating every single day. If you don't have a dating app, just download the app. That's step 1. Step 2, start setting up your profile. Put some pictures on that. Go into my podcast. I have a full episode on exactly what pictures I want you to post. Start writing your bio. And then, oh my God, maybe the next day you go live. If you need to, find me on social media at The Real Amanda Carroll or email me, amanda@amandacarroll.org, 2 R's, 2 L's. Send me screenshots of your dating profile, girl. I would love to tell you what I think about them and how you can make them better so you don't feel so afraid. Okay, then the next step, I want you to start swiping. Swipe right on the guys that look nice, that look kind, that look a little boring. And swipe left on the guys that are showing how rich they are or showing this adventurous life or, half naked mirror selfies at the gym. Those are the bad ones. Swipe right on the funny guys and start talking to them in DMs. What do you say? You ask them the questions in the 4 keys to find out if they're a healthy partner. Tell me about your family. How's dating going for you? What are your goals for the new year? What are you looking for? All of these questions will help you vet men that just want sex to waste your time and don't want to use you, and send them away and find the men that are great at communication and have actual emotional depth. Are you going to find some ones that aren't there? Yeah, you will. I always say when you first set up a dating profile, it's like a circus, right? At first, you're served everybody in your area and you find some clowns, but don't let those clowns scare you so you quit. It's just like going to a circus. You got to sit through the awkward clown show in order to get to the ringmaster, right? So just give yourself a couple weeks, promise yourself that you won't quit, sift through the clown show, and then you'll get to the high value men that are there for the right reason. And there's so many that are. So just do one step a day, plot it out. And maybe one of those steps is getting some more information about a dating coach so you can get some help to not repeat the cycles. I am committed to helping women make the most important decision of their life, which is who they decide to spend it with. No one taught you this. We didn't learn it in school, and we sure as hell weren't taught it in church. We were taught the wrong way, the patriarchy way, which is the reason why probably you're here and have found my podcast. If you want help applying this in your real dating life, so you break through fear from love and don't allow it to control your life anymore, hell no. I want you to book a free dating strategy call with me. It's real easy. We'll talk together about your patterns, your fears, your desires, and exactly what needs to shift so you can attract the healthiest, most emotionally available partner of your life. The link is in the show notes, and if you like it, maybe we even get to work together on a one-on-one basis. If this episode has spoken to you, would you do me a favor? I would love for you to follow the podcast, send me a little review, rate it, and share it with another woman that you love, maybe that is feeling the same way that you are. As I get it, you deserve to have the healthiest relationship of your life. You deserve to have a healthy family. And again, it's not your fault. The 3 things they never taught us in school that they should is how to build wealth, how to be really healthy, and how to have great relationships. So many of us invest in great workout programs, personal trainers, a gym, right? We fix that. You probably have a financial planner, right? You've got somebody that helps you with your taxes. And the one area maybe that you haven't invested in, which is why everywhere else is so successful, is your love life. I'm here for you if you would like it. At least start making sure you're listening to this podcast, getting each new episode, and getting the support that you need. I'm here for you because the right relationship will give you the most beautiful glow up and the best life, and I'm here to help you get it. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for listening.